Hey everyone, I'm Josh.
I'm Tanner.
I'm John.
And welcome back to another episode of FinSpecs. Today I tried two different sets of fins from FCS. I rode the original Mick Fanning, which has been around for ages and ages. It was my go-to fin back when I rode FCS and all my boards, probably like 10 years ago now. And then I also rode the new Mick Fanning Fiber Fusion, which is super interesting new construction, I think, from FCS. Yeah, the waves were really fun today. It was kind of pumping. It was a little bit big, honestly, for the board that I rode. I rode this board back here. It's an Edit middle finger, kind of an older model that I'll have Tanner kind of get into a little bit because it's one of his old ones.
Is it like this? Sorry, I hate it when it does that. Is that the middle?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I forget how it got the name, but yeah, it's kind of like an in-between rocker, I think is what the deal was. But that thing's 5'8", 19 1/4, and 2.47, almost 2.
And what are you weighing these days?
I'm like 170, 175.
Okay.
Somewhere around there. Haven't stepped on the scale in a few days, but
Very nice.
somewhere in there. Yeah. What's the story with that thing, Tanner? You worked on that thing with Maurice, yeah?
I wasn't a big part of the middle finger.
Oh, okay.
I can answer any questions you have about the development of surfboards. I like to get in there with the foam myself.
Oh, then what is it?
Personally. So the middle finger basically came about. We were looking for something
Wrong.
Okay. All right.
There's a board called the Hand Puppet.
Okay,
and that was
that's
the
what I thought.
original one.
Yeah.
That was a pretty constant curve
Yeah.
board.
Yeah.
Had like a pretty deep single just running all the way through it.
Yeah.
And
Wait, what was it called?
The Hand Puppet.
That was my sister's nickname in high school.
Really?
That's weird.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Keep going.
And then there was a board called the Finger Puppet.
Yeah.
And so that was like a little bit lower rockered version of it.
Yeah.
And then so what happened with this was this had the entry, I believe, of the Finger Puppet, which was like lower entry, and then the higher curvy tail rocker of the Hand Puppet. So it ended up being the middle finger.
So tide's a little high this morning. Are you
Yeah.
getting it on the high tide or the mid tide? What are we talking here?
Kind of right at the peak, like jumping in the water, and then kind of right in the drop on the way down, which there was tons of current, tons of rips pulling out and stuff. It was a lot to navigate, but yeah, it was a lot of fun. At times, this board did feel small for the waves. I just don't have like a normal 5'11", 6'0" shortboard that has FCS boxes in it because I normally just ride Futures. But with that said, the board handled pretty well. All right, so pulling it up on the FCS website here, it's Glass Fibre Fusion technology. It's a Swiss-engineered construction utilizing robotic precision automation and premium materials. Combines, I think you say it, uni-directional fiberglass skin and a 65% short strand fiberglass resin polymer composite base to produce a fin that's lightweight,
Swiss engineered. You know it's good. I'm getting excited, dude. This is a lot of tech.
To produce a fin that's light with exceptional strength and a responsive flex pattern. For the user, this means an efficient conversion of power into acceleration, seamless rail-to-rail control at high speed, and a feeling of connectivity between the board and the fin.
Oh my gosh, that is a lot. They are selling it.
Yeah.
And I like it. Mick Fanning, I expect nothing less for a fin.
Yeah.
Surfer of that caliber. That's
Rips,
amazing.
for sure.
Wow.
And and there, you would think that, being that it's, fiberglass, it'd be a lot heavier than the normal performance core construction, but it's only an ounce heavier. It's not that bad if you want to feel the
So
feel
when we're paying top dollar for a fin like this, you just read off a lot of stuff that FCS put in as far as the tech goes.
Yeah.
How do you put all of that in layman's term? If you're paying top dollar for a fin, what are you expecting as a customer to get out of that as a high level surfer?
I would say, your normal Mick Fanning fin is, it's reliable, simple, it works. And then with this, it's just a little more refined, like the little details, like, the way the fin is foiled, so how thick it is in areas versus how thin it is, and then the edges are pretty tuned in. You can feel the
but also
difference.
gonna last longer, gonna hold up. I mean, you're buying a set of fins like this, you're gonna keep them, essentially you keep these for the next 20 years.
Yeah, anything fiberglass, they're, you know, essentially pretty much indestructible, because if, you know, you scrape them or whatever, you can just sand it, whereas if you sand this enough, eventually you're going to hit that foam core and then they're done. But yeah, these things felt sweet. I noticed, like, for being the same template, I noticed a very big difference riding these versus riding the standard mix, especially in the conditions that I rode them in this morning.
That's pretty sick.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, are these made in small, medium, and large?
That's a good question. I think they're just in large. Right
Really?
now. I think so. I
Mick's
could be
a big,
totally wrong.
good sized fella, so
Yeah.
interesting. Well, I'm sure if they're popular down the road, they'll probably have them in different sizes.
That's a good question. Let me check. They make them in medium and large.
Nice.
So if you're a medium-sized person, you can ride these things.
Groms are screwed. Groms.
Sorry,
Send some
Groms.
emails. FCS Mick Fanning. Tell them you want them in Grommy.
All right. So we're going to get into the original Mick Fanning fins. 3, 2, 1. There they are. They look good on the board.
They do. Classic black and white.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Yes, the waves were doing it today.
Yeah.
Look at this kid, dude. He knows how to stand up and pop up on a surfboard. Backside, miniature Aki with a shellac. Nice first crack. The second one,
I'm shaking off the cobwebs. this
shaking off the
morning,
cobwebs.
But
Oh,
found
the
my
waves look fun.
found my feet.
So go ahead and tell us what you're feeling. Like, we sent you out there to tell us how these fins feel. Are you literally like going every single turn? How hard can I push?
Yeah.
How's the release?
Pretty much, yeah. Like doing a turn like that, I'm seeing if I push on them nice and hard, if they're gonna hold.
I got a barrel this morning, in and out.
Yeah, I was psyched on
That was
one.
proper. It wasn't fake.
No,
Oh,
yeah,
he's
it
going
was
for
really
another.
Fun.
My day, my year, everything would be made if I could just do that. It's basically a head dip, but not really.
Yeah, it wasn't that deep, but it was sweet. But yeah, pretty much what I'm feeling for is drive, being able to push on the fin and get it to go fast, and then yeah, what it does when I put the board on rail, if it accelerates, if it holds the same speed, and then backside, I'm looking to see if it pivots tight for those snaps in the pocket.
I like the way you bailed out on that. That was a beautiful flyaway.
Oh, thanks.
Excellent. That was like a 6.7 on the flyaway scale. That was an air attempt.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
that one stung.
Oh, are you going to get this kind of almost little roll in here?
Oh yeah. Yeah, there was some fun.
Very nice.
Fun little rolling waves.
Yes, that was kind of fun.
Fully rolling up the
Dang.
windows. Yeah, these were fun. At times, they did feel kind of like out of control, just on a board so short and pretty solid waves.
So you think that's the board or the fins? You think you wanted these in a longer board?
No, I think just, well, because I rode these ones next, I noticed a difference
Immediate
right away. Is that these being stiffer
Mm-hmm.
made a big difference with how the board is working.
Awesome.
You still looked like you were able to hold a pretty good line, but it just looked like your board was short.
Yeah.
In general, it just
Yeah.
looked like I know it's a 5/8, so like, what do you expect?
Yeah.
And the waves were pretty good, but
Yeah.
yeah, it just looked like when you were drawing your line, it just seemed like it was cutting a lot of stuff short.
Yeah.
You know, you weren't able to just sit on it. You had the one carve that you did like after you came out of the little barrel,
Yeah.
and the wave was like when you stood up, it was pretty solid, and then as you came out, it got small, and it held like a really sick line through that.
Yeah.
It felt like you were able to push. It didn't seem like it was just sliding.
No, it definitely didn't slide.
Everything looked really good. It just looked like you probably could have just used a little more rail line. Or
Yeah, more board.
Now,
if
most
you're going to be using that.
most importantly, did you get any hoots out there from anybody in the crowd? Did anybody go hoo? Hey! Did
oh,
anyone?
those-
Did you get any of that?
On the barrels?
Yeah.
Yeah. I got
How's that
pretty
feel?
Fired up. One guy was like, I couldn't tell if he was stoked or like pissed, because he was like, "That was the one I was waiting for."
He was pissed.
And he had
That's
just
even
caught
better.
he had just caught the wave before. I'm like, "Are you stoked for me?" Or
I was
you?
the one you were waiting for, sir.
Yeah.
My apologies.
I'm like, sorry.
Too bad. I just got kegged. Suck it.
Shout out to Teddy. Teddy.
You got a Surfline clip?
Our friend Teddy was looking at the cam rewind from this morning, and he messaged me, recorded it, sent it to me. He's like, "Was this you?" And it was that longer barrel. I was like, "Yeah,
shreddy."
Dude, this was a hero session. Don't be modest. Let it out, dude.
It went good. Yeah, it was a great day. It was fun.
Nice.
And then I was not sure what to expect with these because this fin was my favorite. I mean, literally 10 years ago now, like 2015 or 16, that was my fin that I always threw in. And I don't think I've ridden him since then. I haven't ridden him in a long time. After riding Mick Fanning classics, I threw in the Glass Fibre Fusion ones, and I was impressed with the difference with them.
Well, let's take a look. Let's go to the footage. The tide is dropping. New set of fins.
There we go. Yeah, popping them in and out, nice and easy.
And you have to admit that is pretty sick.
It's super.
It is fun to do. I agree. I like the click. All right, cool. Dropping in. Dude. Oh, I like that turn. That was nice.
I was stoked on that one.
That was cool too. That's NSSA. Like, that's a proper 8 right there, brother.
The first carve looked really good.
I was stoked on that one.
You put everything. You threw all your weight on that one.
100%. Yeah, I was like, right away I caught, like, it didn't make the cut because it wasn't much of a wave, but
that was sick.
That was better than anything you did backside with the other fins, I feel like.
But he
thanks.
fell.
But I done fell.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, but right away I got a little wave. It didn't make the cut because it was not a very good wave.
That was good too.
But I was like, oh, these are definitely stiffer. I'm like, I can push on these really hard.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm just going to lay into these as hard as I can on every chance I get.
You kind of have an old school style. Like, you look like Aki-ish, dude.
Nice.
Yeah.
Stoked.
It's very much like, look at this. Little stall. Keeping it right in the pocket. That was a good turn.
Nice.
Yeah, honestly, I think you look pure surfing better with same fin, different technology.
Yeah,
they've holding a better line.
Yeah,
they definitely felt better. I think
that is sick.
Oh, that's so good. Oh, that's the one.
I got so smoked.
Boogieing.
Yep.
One thing. Well, that was sick. One thing that I'll say is it looks like you're riding smaller waves.
Yeah.
Did you feel like the waves were getting smaller while you were out there?
They got smaller through the morning for sure.
So you could take that into account.
The end of
just
the
a little
swell.
bit too.
Yeah.
Wow, that was sick.
That was big.
Jammed right in the pocket.
You seem more confident. That's how I would say. You seem much more confident, and you can speak to it. I don't know if it's because it's your second session or it's the fins.
Yeah, I think it was a combination of kind of the swell dying a little bit, and then also the fins felt really, really good. I was psyched on how they felt.
Did you feel like they were still hard to release though?
Yeah,
on
just
these air attempts, it looks like it's hard for you to like throw the tail to the beach.
Yeah, definitely. Just because I'm used to riding the Channel Islands fin with the smaller trailer.
Right.
Ah, the waves look fun.
That was super fun.
Look at all the kids. You see the people in the lineup behind you, and they're looking at you from behind. Nice backside tube, and now you're going to the hospital.
I got pretty flexed on that one.
Yikes.
There's Remy.
That was tough. Hi, Remy.
That was sick.
Good way to end it.
Yeah, those fins look like you're drawing a way better line.
Yeah,
you're holding your rail. A couple of the waves were still like solid size. I wasn't just trying to say everything was smaller, but a lot of the waves did look a little bit smaller.
Yeah.
So it looked like your board fit in the face a little bit better, and
it did.
It did look a little bit stiffer, so your line just looked awesome.
Yeah, that was the thing that I noticed was like putting it on rail, like in those pockets, like on those, it just felt like even on the smaller waves, I'm like, oh, I can push on it, but I can't like go 100%. And with these, right when I put them in, I'm like, oh, I can lay this thing on rail and push as hard as I want, and it's gonna come back.
Nice.
Yeah, it felt
Did you surf this morning?
I did.
You did?
Yeah.
You did surf. Okay. All right. I was gonna give you a little guff, but I'm not.
Tanner got some bombs.
You were out there.
Yeah.
Tanner was out there before me.
I didn't surf where he surfed.
I see.
I surfed down the beach.
There you go. There you go.
That was good.
No camera.
Keeping it core. Everyone calls you Mr. Core. That's your nickname.
Is it?
Some people around the shop have been throwing it around.
Yeah.
I surf myself. Would you guys like to know how my session went?
How'd it go?
I fell on the best set wave of the day, and then a man even older than me yelled at me.
Nice.
Yeah, I won't say what he said, but that was pretty much the extent of it. No film, no footage, but I have the memories.
It's the best way
That's
to be.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
Yeah,
It's right here.
it's always fun to blow the best wave of the day.
Yeah.
That's good.
But yeah, both these fins felt really good. I think specifically for today, the new Glass Fibre Fusion felt really, really good. I was stoked on how they felt. But yeah, I think for the today showed exactly what these fins would be good for. You know, if you're someone who, you know, is riding a board with a lot of rocker, or you like really swept back fins, the regular Mick Fannings are good for, you know, pretty much every day. And then, you know, if the waves get bigger and, you know, you want a little more hold, you want a little more control, then throwing in these, I think, would be the move.
Serious question, though. The research and development had to have all been at like Kira on these Australian right points, right?
Sure,
Oh,
yeah.
100%.
So it's like, it kind of makes you go, is this for my local wave or?
I think what really happens is, and like what's been happening with this template and the increase of, it's always been super popular. It has Mick's name on it and everything. But I feel like over the years, especially if you look at guys on the CT, if we're just going to be talking about the best surfers in the world, they have the greatest influence on what people
True.
are buying for sure. And if you look like maybe 10 years ago, boards have changed a lot, even though they might not look like it. I'd say 3/4 of the guys on the CT were probably riding the Almeric large in FCS or in futures, the AM2, in the honeycomb or the Tech Flex, the carbon, whatever. As boards have increased that last bit of the tail rocker, this is something Maurice and I have talked about a lot, is having that smaller center fin for release is actually hindering some of the drive. You know, and that's something that Maurice is talking about in some of his boards where, you know, this is like an older model, so that's more in that Merrick
Yeah.
era of when that was like the fin to be riding. Not having that smaller center fin for these boards that have a lot more curve coming through the tail is pretty beneficial to just continue to give you all that drive.
Yeah.
What's pretty interesting also is you look at these Groms that are surfing lowers, they're riding larges.
Really?
Yeah, a lot of these kids are riding mediums. Like the kids that surf really, really well, they're not just riding the Grom fin
And they're
anymore.
90 pounds.
Yeah, they're like 100
That's
pounds,
wild.
and they're riding the same fin as me.
Interesting.
I got
Such a
100
trip.
pounds on them.
That's crazy.
You know, and it's just because they're surfing really well, and these boards have tons of curve in them. So having that smaller center fin in the back, you know, it's, if you think about it, it's not in the water as much, and it's giving you less drive.
Yeah.
And having all that extra curve also helps with the release, so you don't necessarily need the help with having the smaller,
center fin.
Okay.
Yeah.
Screw the dive knife plus fins. We're going to make a large Grom fin and market it. It's just going to be a dope fin, but
So it is.
we're going to
So
sell it
pretty
to the
cool
parents.
that, you know, that this template is like tried and true. You know, it's been
Yeah.
used for years.
And it was before it was an FCS template. It was,
yeah,
you know, Mick Fanning's Soar
yeah,
glass on template.
It
which,
was? That's
yeah.
awesome.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
from
but-
Soar Fins Australia.
and it's. I feel like the size has increased over the years. You know, because like
Yeah,
the since they made this, like I bet his Soar template was probably a little
like
bit
a
smaller.
medium.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
know, and like the AM1 or the Mick Medium
Yeah,
was kind of the standard size if you were somebody our size back in the day. We're coming out with these templates
yeah,
because you had an increased rail line.
yeah. You're riding longer boards, so
Yeah,
you didn't
you
need
know,
as much fin.
Something like you're riding the 5.8 in waves that are pretty good. Back in the day, they're probably riding a 6.2.
For sure.
Yeah, I would have rode a 6.2 this morning if I
Yeah.
had one that had FCS boxes in it.
I did.
I did.
But yeah, they, you know, like the AM1 is called the AM1 because that was the first one, and everybody rode a medium.
Yep.
You know, and as boards have gotten shorter and tail rockers have increased, fins have to get bigger to make up for the drive. So it's something to think about. If you have like an older model surfboard, or if you have something with like a lot of tail rocker, you know, these Mick Fanning fins in either construction is probably something that is going to work well.
That's very good information.
Whether it's in a beach break or it's in a point break, you know, not just surfing Kira, but if you're riding a modern style shortboard, like the Ferrari style shortboard, then that is probably a template that's going to work great for you.
Yep.
And it's tried and true. It's tested around the world. Freaking everybody rides the Mick Fanning. That's like the go-to template if you're an FCS guy.
Yep.
So it's pretty sick to see new constructions. You know, they kind of, back in the day, they went the other way with the neocarbons.
Yeah, that's right.
So they were just a flexier version. So now they have a stiffer version. So you could have all of them in that range and still have that home base of the same template, and just being able to give you a little bit more flex and smaller waves, and then stiffer when it gets bigger.
Yeah, it's rad. If it was, you know, like 2 to 3 foot this morning, those are the perfect fin. And then for how it was today, those new ones, the Glass Fibre Fusion. Sweet. Well, yeah.
Don't eat the microphone.
Don't eat the mic, Tanner.
Don't eat the microphone. You know better than that.
Let us know what you want to see next time. We still got more fins to test, and yeah, whether it's FCS or Futures or the twin plus trailer videos we're doing, let us know what you want to see next time. And come on into the shop and do our $5 fin demo program. You can try 5 different sets of fins over 5 weeks, and it only costs $5. And at the end of it, you can use that $5 towards buying your own set of fins. If you don't live in the area, you can't come into the shop and see us. You can do our 30-day online buy, try, and decide program. You can buy a set of fins, try it for 30 days. If you don't like them, you can return them to us as long as you don't totally destroy them, and you'll get a full refund. But if you do live in the area, come on down to the shop, say hi to all the boys here, check out everything we have in here. We have tons and tons of used boards. We have wax, fins, leashes, traction pads, everything you could need for your board. So I'm Josh.
I'm Tanner.
I'm John. Everyone stay good out there. Stay safe. Don't do drugs. Stay in school.
We'll see you next time.
The tide to run,